Welcome, friends. Today we are doing a fragrance rotation video for the week ending the 23rd of January 2022. Nice. And this week I have mostly worn big heavy hitter designer fragrances, except today when I've picked a niche fragrance. These are all like well known to people. So there's going to be like nothing unheard of here, or even remotely unheard of. I just decided to just go down this route this week. I didn't do it consciously until Saturday, when I decided to wear something else that I haven't worn so far, or from a bottle that I haven't worn so far. One of these is a new acquisition that I got this week. And today's fragrance is a niche. So let's get started. And on Monday, I wore Santos de Cartier. This is outrageous. It's green, musky, clean, warm. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's a lovely blend. I absolutely love it. I highly recommend getting your nose on this. Even the latest version isn't that bad, to be honest, but any version of this is quite nice. It's a clean, soapy, musky, ambery fragrance, and I love it. The bottle's glorious, apart from the cap, which I don't have for this one, because it was a tester I bought from Le Parfumier. So thanks for that. I believe it's a tester. Anyway, it doesn't say tester on it, but it doesn't have the cap. Now, the cap, believe it or not, looking at this brown bottle with the gold lettering and the outrageously 70s font, has a silver cap. God, it's so garish. It's so bad. It looks worse than you think. It's absolutely rotten. Like, it's an appalling cap for a great presentation. I really like this presentation. I love the way the bottle fits. I love the bottle. It's made by, who are you made by? Carter Inc. distributed. Cartier. Put my teeth in, shall I? I'm going to do the rest of the video. Anyway, really enjoyed this. I've used quite a lot, as you can see. It's like down to here. Here, just above the eau de toilette. Well, quite a bit above the eau de toilette. But anyway, next, I decided to wear another classic from the early 80s. That was 1980 for Santos de Cartier, I believe, and 1981 for Antaeus. Absolutely love Antaeus. Another musky, green, clean, but also a little bit skanky, a little bit dirty, earthy. It's a brilliant fragrance. Absolutely loved it. It didn't perform that well on us on Tuesday when I wore it. I was quite surprised because I've always had good performance from these. This is being a magnet for fingerprints as well, isn't it? We'll give that a wipe. There we go. That's better. Excuse me whilst I hydrate. Love this stuff. Absolutely love it. Musky and green, earthy, brilliant wintertime fragrance. This would be really hard to wear in the summer, especially the high heat. But it's great. It smells just very masculine and very Chanel, just like hairy chested, but with a shirt and suit on, you know. It's got that kind of vibe. I really like it. I've got a vintage of the Antaeus Sport de Cologne, which was only out for like a year, 1985, I think it was, the year I was born. So this bottle over here, is as old as I am. Sport Cologne Vaporizateur Spray, 100ml. It's a tester. Lid doesn't fit. I've already tried. The spray is far too big. But yes, I'll have to put that back now, won't I? In you go. There you go. Anyway, That was Tuesday. Wednesday, I decided to go with another classic masculine fragrance, and that was Thierry Mugler's Amen. I will always love this. I still get a little, not like a flutter, but I still like it when I smell it, you know? I still like it when I smell it. I still love it when I smell it. It's got that outrageous tar note at the top to contrast with like the incredibly sweet and almost cloying caramel, coffee, milk, mint, lavender. It does strangely, part of it, just a certain part of it does remind us of Le Male, you know? The lavender in this, like, really does have like that mid-90s Le Male lavender sort of vibe. It's got vanilla as well, obviously. The first Gourmand, a lot of people call, well, the second Gourmand, Angel or Alien, one of the two Mugler ladies' fragrances released earlier in the decade, was the first Gourmand, apparently, if you don't include citruses. So, yes, I wore Amen. This is just my little dinky 30ml. On to Thursday. And then Thursday, I wore a new arrival. This arrived in my small vintage haul from Wednesday. And I decided to wear it. And it is Dupe Homme. Goodness me. This is a vintage distributed by a company which I don't think exists anymore, called, I don't know if you can see that, but if you see on the bottom, it says distributed Lancaster. Lancaster used to distribute the Davidoff fragrances as well, and the Jupes. This was made by Michel Almerac, but I believe that Pierre Bourdon may have been involved as well. It's a fantastic fragrance. And I say that after the first 10 minutes, you know, I'm torn. I'm torn on it because it's not really my style. It's a massive bottle as well. I mean, it's a big fucking 125 ml bottle, this, you know. It is a big unit, literally a big unit. Am I ever going to get through this? I don't know. After the first 5-10 minutes are impossible. Like, it's fucking shocking. Really, really hard to take, you know. Let's just spray this on the wind. But I did get some positive feedback from it. Oh god, it's got that really synthetic blast at the top of, I don't know what, almost like a cherry vanilla sort of thing. It reminds us a bit of Signature Pour Homme by is it Signature Pour Homme by, no, it's Bogart Pour Homme. It's not Bogart Signature Pour Homme, it's Bogart Pour Homme. It's got that sort of vibe to it, but I think the Bogart Pour Homme might be better. So yes, really interesting. I need to spend more time with this. I need to come to terms with this before I like start throwing like shade at it and stuff like that. Total fingerprint magnet. Sorry, Eugene, you began mental. Full of vanilla. Next, something that I had to sort of compensate for that outrageousness, and I decided to do that by wearing Jules by Dior. Jules. Scentland taught you how to say that. Jules. Love it. Really good. Another one in the same mold as Santos de Cartier and Antaeus. You know, got that really 80s sort of musky green galbanum sort of vibe to it. I absolutely love it. It's fantastic. I love the bottle as well. The bottle's amazing. It feels so good in the hand, and it looks so 80s. It's so I love it. It's fantastic. The new one from 2016, I want to say. No, don't touch it. It's not as good. It's extremely green, but it smells Oh, the light's coming in through the window and it's spoiling me lighting. It's extremely green and it is extremely bitter and not. I don't like it. I ended up giving my bottle away to me mate, like I couldn't hack it. So yes, that's Jules by Dior, the vintage one if you're going to. It's worth the extra. And on Saturday, I decided to stay with Dior, but wear one of the last fragrances I bought last year. And that is my vintage 200ml Fahrenheit. This is outrageous. It's so got that oily smell. It's the violet leaf really turned up. It does. I do get leather from it as well. But the violet leaf in this is just massive and it smells great. You know, I highly recommend it. It's the newer version's all right. Like the latest version, I think it was last reformulated in 2014 or something like that. And that version's not so bad. This is on another planet though. Literally, and it was the Burning Planet box with like the yellow at the bottom and then the atmosphere going up. I've got the box somewhere. I should have really brought it out to show you. But I absolutely love this stuff. I don't know if you can see. I don't think you can, but I've got the Absolute back here as well. The Absolute's quite good. Not the Absolute, sorry. The Le Parfum. This is quite nice as well. I haven't worn this year, which is surprising, but I really do like this stuff. I've got loads of the Fahrenheits. I'm surprised I don't wear it more, actually. I always just find myself looking around at what I've got to wear, you know. But no, I decided to, because I don't keep this in this drawer, so I had to go down into our drawers to get it out. And that's what I wore yesterday. And today, the niche fragrance I was telling you about. Oh, sweet. It's Tabac Rouge, something completely different from what I've worn all week. This is one of my favourite niche smells. Tobacco, cinnamon. It's got tobacco in it, even though it hasn't got tobacco in the notes. If anyone remembers, I think it does have tobacco in the notes now. When it was first released, tobacco was like missing. And everyone was like, eh. But it's absolutely fantastic. This is like the original presentation, I believe. And as you can see, it's not held up very well at all. It's starting to like bubble and like the wrapping around the bottle starting to like chip and come off. But it doesn't matter. It's a cheap little bottle as well. It's a really cheap presentation. It just shows you what you can do with a sticker and a subtle lid. You know, if it's a cheap lid, but it's subtle. I didn't say it was expensive. But it just shows you what you can do. You don't make your label do the work for you. You know, you don't need to have like a funky bottle. Niche houses take notice. Anyway, that is it. I will try and get them all in a portrait for you. That is such a big bottle of juice. Next to it, they're the only two masculines that Dior released in the 80s. And they didn't release another one until June in 1997. Now look at how many fragrances they release every few years. Every few months now. And there we have it. From beginning to end. Santos, Antaeus, Amen, Dupont, Jules, Fahrenheit, and Tabac Rouge. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again. Bye.